This is Gwithian Towans, and along this cliff line is a mining truck, frozen in time. That's far too deep. Yeah, climbing over the rock seems to be a much better idea at the moment, I think. It is 9 o'clock in the morning and it's a fairly windy day today. Now this is actually the video that I wanted to make probably last week, but when I came down here the tide was in so far. There was absolutely no way I was going to get down here to make this video. One of the great things about coming down to the beach at like 9 o'clock in the morning when there's no one here is that there's no footprints in front of me. Nobody's walked on this bit yet since the tide's gone out. So I am making my own fresh footprints, which is great. So the reason why I've come down here is because along these cliffs here, there's actually an old mining truck sticking out from the rocks. And we're gonna go see if we can see it. Some of these rock formations here are absolutely stunning. There are some caves here, but they're not the deepest of caves. Now it is said that this mining cart is sticking out of the entrance of an old lead and copper mine, and that apparently the mine actually closed in 1870. 1870! That's crazy, right? That's like 151 years ago that mine closed, and that mining cart got buried alive, and it's due to erosion over the years why it's now actually starting to peek its little head out from the coast. Now it is along the top of the cliff here somewhere, and I'm hoping that we can actually see it. It is a fairly windy day today, so at the same time I'm like thinking, well, if we can't really see it from down on the beach here, I could always send the drone up to get a closer look. But at the same time, I'm kind of thinking it might be a bit too windy for that. But we'll see when we get there. You actually realise how long this beach is. So, for those that have never been to Gwithian, over there on that headland just there is St Ives. And then that side, you've got Gadreevy Lighthouse. On the north coast of Cornwall, this is probably one of my most favourite beaches. I used to spend a lot of time surfing here in my younger years, and it's just nice for taking the dog for a walk as well. It's one thing to consider as well when you are walking along here. As I always say, check the tide times, because when the tide comes in, there's nowhere to go. Just found a cave. Should we go check it out? It probably goes quite deep, but you just can't. There's no way of knowing unless you want to climb in there. I think we're getting closer. Pretty sure it's just around here. It's one of those things where I have actually seen this before, and I can't actually really remember how far down the beach it is. You've got to just keep looking at the cliff line there and just see if you can see it. Stick around to the end of the video because I will show it on the map and pinpoint where it is. Forget about what I just said. If you get to the dunes, you've gone too far. Now I have a strong feeling, I remember black rock formations, so I'm thinking, I believe it's going to be around here somewhere. I think it's around here, so I don't know whether you can see it or not. It's right up there. Don't really have the best zoom with me. We're going to have to take a closer look with the drone. Now this could be my famous last words because, as I said, it's a little bit windy today. I'll just kiss him goodbye just in case. It's really fighting the wind. It made it! I'm bringing it back! Now that got really hairy for a minute there, but I managed to get the shot. I got up there. It was literally battling the wind, but we made it. So I'm actually really happy with that. So the DJI Mini can only really fly in conditions up to sort of 20 miles per hour. And for everyone that hasn't focus, there we go, 28 mile per hour winds with 41 mile per hour gusts. So I like to take risks on this channel, obviously, to show you what I need to show you, I guess. So apparently the mine here was called Wheel Emily, and little's known about the actual opening date of the mine. It is known to have been reopened in 1857 and then closed again just 3 years later. And apparently this is the only prominent shaft in the area. And at the top there, it's fenced off, but there is a mine shaft there. As I said, if you've made it this far, here's a map to show you where the minecart actually is. If you like this video, you'll love this one. Like, subscribe, see you in the next video.